At number 2, we have Mother. This movie probably has the best intro scene out there. This movie starts with a haunting, breathtaking dance of a mother. She's trying, she's happy, and when you see that thing, you know what you're stepping into. You know you're watching a fucking Bongino film because that dance is something really special. And this movie ending is really dark, but it still has its warmness to it because after seeing such a dark ending, you don't feel bad, you kinda feel good. That's just the magic of Bongino. And Mother is a masterpiece. It's a cult film. It is treated as one of the best thrillers from South Korea, and there are a lot of reasons why. First, it's a Bongino film. This man has won 4 Oscars last year for his recent film known as Parasite, and he did not just won those awards in just foreign film category. No, he won those awards in Hollywood category, in English category. He won their best film and their best screenplay award, and it is just not a normal thing for anyone to do it. He was the first one to do it, and Bong Joon-ho is one of the best director from South Korea, and they just don't give Oscar to just anyone. He's one of the finest director out there, and if you know Bong Joon-ho just doesn't make movies. He makes masterpieces. Second reason, it has Wonbin. When you try to think about it, this movie probably makes one of the worst casting decisions out there because Wonbin is so handsome, he's so dreamy, he comes in every woman's dream and also mine sometimes. He's a sexiest man alive! So it is just hard to imagine him playing dumb retard in this movie. But Wonbin proves everyone wrong with his acting talent and his character work. During the entire film, I never thought I was looking at the sexiest man alive! I was just looking at a dumb retard. And when I watched Mother for the first time, I watched it after seeing him playing one of the most badass role out there in Man From Nowhere. And when I watched Mother for the first time, it was just hard for me to recognize him because he had a cooler character in Man From Nowhere. He was so bulky and he was showing his abs. It was just really beautiful. And when I watched Mother for the first time, I thought he was a bulky guy, the other side character, because other side character in this movie had a cooler character. I thought that was Wonbin, so I had to check on Doodle again to make sure who was Wonbin in that film. And then I found out Wonbin is a retarded kid. I was like, what? That just basically tells you how great of a character what he has done in this movie. It was just hard for me to recognize him when I watched Mother for the first time. And he used one of his career's best performance in this movie. If you're a Wonbin fan, you should probably watch this movie. And third reason, to see the legendary performance of a legendary actress known as Kimhyeja. She was praised with a lot of award for this film and it was well deserved. I remember in an interview for Parasite where Bong Joon-ho was asked about the actress who portrayed the mother in that film, and he said nobody can portray that role except her. If she refused playing that role, I would have been just rude, and if she says no to that film, I wouldn't have done it. I wouldn't have made Murder if she says no to that film. That just basically tells you how great of an actress she is, and her performance of an innocent, crazy, fearless mother has to be one of the best portrayals of a mother out there. When you talk about mother's love for her child, you talk about it in a good way, and in a lot of movies they show that in a good way. And when you hear a sentence like doesn't matter what kind of a criminal her child becomes, in her eyes he'll be always innocent. And in a lot of movies they show that in a good way, but that sentence has its darkness to it, and Bong Joon-ho captures that darkness in this movie. Is it only me or Bong Joon-ho was trying to do tribute to his best work in this movie? Because the introduction scene in this movie looks exactly like the introduction scene from Memories of Murder. There is our retarded with there is one bulky policeman bullying him. There is our lead introducer who looks exactly like Sancheno from Memories of Murder. And there is our main officer who looks exactly like the main officer of Memories of Murder. Sometimes I do feel like Mother is a extended version of Memories of Murder, and how Bong Joon-ho would have done it if the retarded kid in Memories of Murder was a killer. And fourth reason, this movie teaches us the most important lesson about life, that you don't fucking call retarded people retarded. They might hit you with the fucking stone to prove that they are retarded. I learned that in a hard way, I wish I watched Mother as a kid, then I would have learned that lesson. When I was a kid, I told one kid a retard and hit me with fucking stone right in the head, right here, and blood was coming from my head. And that day I learned the most important lesson about life, that you don't fucking call retarded people retarded. They might hit with the fucking stone to prove that they're retarded. Right there at that gate. Can you see that gate? Or just right there. And I was telling a kid, a retard kid right here, a retard. And he got really offended and hit me with the fucking stone right there. The blood was coming from my head and I fell down. It was a really sad thing. That's how I got that star. Can you see it? It's right here. I really enjoyed making this video because I had a chance to rewatch Mother for the second time, because the first time I watched Mother, it was really confusing though, because there was no sign of Wonbin in that film and I thought I was watching Peta. Let me tell you a story of Peta and my brother, because when I was a kid, my brother used to watch lot of Korean movies and I used to make fun of him for watching those movies with subtitles, and I used to make fun of their language and how all the actors look the same, and I used to do that a lot, and he found out the best way to take revenge on me without any physical violence or mental violence, but it does have some mental violence to it. What he did was he told me the soulful hunting revenge story of Peta, and after hearing that hunting story I was so interested. I asked my brother what was the movie name, and he did not fucking told me that movie name. For years I asked him what was the movie name and he did not fucking told me that movie name. For almost 7 years I asked him what was the movie name and he did not fucking told me that movie name. For almost 7 years I struggled knowing the awesome story of a movie but not knowing the name, and last year I found out it was Pieta. If you want to take revenge on someone, it's the best way to take revenge on someone, to tell them the story of an awesome film and do not tell them the fucking name of that film. It's the best way to take revenge on someone. So when I watched Mother for the first time, it was really confusing though, because I thought I was watching Pieta and there was no sign of Wonbin in that film. And when I watched Mother for the first time, I thought I was watching Pieta. I thought now she's gonna take a revenge on that bulky army man by pretending to be his mother, and she's gonna kill herself, now she's gonna take a revenge on him. But I had a different story in my mind and I was watching a different movie. And when I watched Mother for the second time, I really enjoyed it because I know what I was seeing and really enjoyed it.